Bollywood and superheroes have a decade-long fight. Bollywood just doesn't seem to be creating superhero movies. In the old days, Bollywood tried the superhero genre with films like Tufan, Ajuba, and a version of Superman. Even Shah Rukh Khan tried in 2011 with Ravan. The only mild successes in this genre can be Mr. India and the Krish franchise. I know, these aren't exactly the films to be proud of. My point is, Indian cinema seems to be struggling to launch a proper superhero film that is good. While the future of this genre seems interesting with amazing superhero films lined up, we are here today to recommend you these three superhero films from Indian cinema. I am Atharva from Illogical Creations, and these are three Indian superhero films you should definitely check out on Netflix. Number 1. Minnalmurali. Last year's Malayalam superhero film, released in December, is a must watch. Directed by Basil Joseph, starring Tomino Thomas, Minnalmurali is the perfect superhero film to be made in India. This might be the first Indian film in which the protagonist has a natural superpower. Minnalmurali gives us an amazing and dreadful supervillain as well. With a great cast consistently outplaying each other, led by the powerhouse Tovino, Minnalmurali blends humor with the trademarks of superhero genre so perfectly. There are many themes that Minnalmurali touches, like the usual Malayalam films. We see an undertone of great power, great responsibility. We notice a hint of surrogacy that is quite normalized. Mostly though, we see our hero making mistakes and learning. The film follows Jason, a local tailor who gains a special power after being struck by lightning, which also gives the villain his powers. How these two utilize their powers for personal gain only to realize that their powers are bigger than their own personal profit is what forms the basic storyline of this film. This film is streaming on Netflix and you should definitely check it out. This film is a clear example of how to make a superhero film within an adequate budget while making it crazy fun. Number 2. Mardkodardnahihota. As Anupama Chopra perfectly pointed out, Mardkodardnahihota is India's answer to Deadpool. While Deadpool has the power of not dying and quickly healing, Surya from MKDNH has the power or disease of not feeling physical pain. So the title here has a literal meaning. Calling MKDNH a superhero film is quite an understatement. Mardkodardnahihota is an absurdist martial arts comedy film. And while being this, it pays homage to many iconic films ranging from Terminator to Giraftar, a lot of Enter the Dragon in between. Written and directed by Vasan Bala, MKDNH has a decent amount of meta humor coupled with great performances and stunning action set pieces. I mean, there's one character that doesn't even have one leg and he kicks most ass. We see an admiration for martial art movies. Most of the action is performed by actors themselves. There aren't huge stakes here. One fight takes place in a commercial building, other on a footpath, and last one in an abandoned society.
बेरहम बेवफा अपना कुछ पता बता तो दे बेरहम बेकली.
We follow Surya, a boy with congenital insensitivity to pain, or CIP. He dreams to fight all the chain stealers in the world. How he meets his idol and fights for justice is what forms the basic storyline of this film. Starring a newcomer Abhimanyu Dasani, Radhika Madan, and the chameleon-like Gulshan Devaiya in dual roles, MKDNH is a feast for everyone who loves cinema. Watch this film on Netflix because it deserves the watch, and trust us, you will have a good time. Number 3. Bhavesh Joshisuperhero. Last entry on this list, but we decided to keep it that way because Bhavesh Joshi requires a longer time. Released in 2018, Bhavesh Joshi Superhero deserves a different video essay for itself. Bhavesh Joshi is the Indian version of Batman. There, we said it. Of course, there are tweaks and twists to the lore of Batman here. Like, the superhero isn't as rich as Batman. He buys a second-hand bike, lives in an abandoned hotel by himself, uses bad makeup to do detective work. This is Batman in India through the eyes of creators like Anurag Kashyap, Vikramaditya Motwane. There is a grounded realism approach in this film with amazing cinematography, genuine story, and a brilliant amount of set pieces. That chase scene is just wow. We follow two friends, Bhavesh Joshi and Sikku, and their journey in pursuit of insaf, justice. After a tragic incident, a proper superhero motivation by the way, Sikku becomes a crime-fighting vigilante. This film features major newcomers like Priyanshu Painulli, Harshavardhan Kapoor, and Sheria Sobarwal. Bhavesh Joshi is a film that you should not miss at any cost. If we could wish for one sequel, we would wish for Bhavesh Joshi. Or we would wish for a team-up story of all these three Desi superheroes. Who knows what's next for these characters? Until something else comes up, we compel you to watch these films. And there we go, my friends. These were three Indian superhero movies that you should have seen on Netflix by now. But no worries if you haven't yet. You can go ahead and watch these films and let us know in the comments below what are your views on these films. There aren't many superhero movies in Bollywood as compared to Hollywood. But we have three front runners. Although the future of this genre in India seems to be bright and shiny. Along with the long-awaited Brahmastra, there happened a recent announcement of Shaktiman which has just got our juices pumped. We hope to see brilliantly designed superhero films in India. That's it for today. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe to Illogical Creations for more cinema related content. We also have an Instagram and a Facebook handle where we keep posting similar content. Bye and thanks for watching.
चुप इतना चिल्लाने की क्या जरूरत है रेसिडेंशियल एरिया चुप चुप बैठो